Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara, or Lara Likes Mascara, and here I talk all things makeup lo-fi and conscious consumerism. This includes a healthy amount of videos about decluttering and curating your collection, along with, of course, project panning, and this is why you are all here today. I know that my project pan series is my most popular videos, so I actually introduced a pan those eyeshadows series. If you are interested in that, I will link my first video right here, and I will be rotating months with this. So I will be updating my project pan every 2 months and my pan those eyeshadow series every 2 months, so sort of alternating months. And also, if you're interested in my eye makeup look today, I actually used the eyeshadows that are in my pan those eyeshadows. I really like how it turned out. I will be discussing that more, of course, in my next pan those eyeshadows video. Oh god, my nails. I was gonna fix these first. I do have some announcements, but I will save most of those for the end of the video, just because probably some of you do not care about my life, so it's totally fine if you are interested, watch to the end of the video. But one announcement I will make at the beginning is I'm thinking about creating an Instagram account. This is not to say that I don't currently have Instagram. I do, and I link my account in every video, but it's not at all specific to makeup. I've actually never posted anything about makeup, I don't think, other than like maybe a poll here or there. But I don't know, I just feel like it would be really fun because sometimes I want to talk about things in like a really casual way, or I want to post about when I get a new product or when I've decluttered something, and I don't really feel comfortable doing that on my main account, so I'm going to make a makeup account. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have high expectations, but I just thought it would be fun to do. So I think my name will be Lara Likes Mascara, like on YouTube, but I will put right here where you can follow me. So if you're interested in getting some more inspiration regarding, you know, sticking to your no-buy or low-buy or project panning, I will definitely be posting that content over there. If you're interested, definitely check me out down below. And now let's hop into the video. So let's talk about what I finished this month, and I think so far every single update, every single project pan update, I have had at least one empty. So very, very happy about that. Now, of course, keep in mind, I do select products that are already have had a lot of use. So just keep that in mind if it seems like I'm running through things very quickly. First, this is the eyebrow gel that I added to the project pan last time. I think this was only in for like the last 2 months, so the last project pan, but it was pretty close to being finished, so I decided to just add it in. This is transparent from L'Oreal. Everything has rubbed off basically. I don't want to show my nails. They look really bad. This was pretty mediocre. I don't really have much to say about it, except that in the last couple of weeks before it finished, like maybe the last 3 weeks, it actually worked way better than it had up until that point, which was so weird, but I loved the way it looked in the last 3 weeks, and up until that point, I wasn't really a huge fan of this product. This is L'Oreal, not cruelty-free, so I will not be repurchasing it, but I'm glad that I got it out of my collection. I think this took about maybe half a year, and that was when I was using this as the only eyebrow gel, so I would say like 5 days a week is how frequently I was using this for the past 6 months. Okay, the next one, this is a Covergirl eyeliner, Exact Eyelids Brightening Liner. This has got to be one of the oldest products in my collection, so I'm very glad that I finished it and just got it out of there. What actually happened was there was a tiny bit left. I was expecting it to take another 2 weeks to finish, but when I was sharpening it, it actually just popped out the last little bit. So I wasn't able to get the last little bit of use out of it, but that was fine because, you know, I wasn't obsessed with this product or anything. I mostly just wanted to get it out. Those are actually the only products that I finished this month. I think last month I finished 4, and the month before that I finished 5 products, so kind of on the lower end, but it's okay. I've got some long-term products in here now, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So let's move on to the more exciting products, which I personally think are the powder products, just because those, it's really satisfying to see progress. You can actually see the pan, at least all of the ones that I have in now. So I have 4 powder products, and all of them I've hit pan on. Let's start with the blushes. This is the Makeup Gallery Feeling Blush. Don't look at my nails. So you can see I have a lot of progress on this, but I actually think that I reached for this the least amount of any of these products this past time, because I wanted to rotate some other makeup products into my collection. After I officially finished my no-buy in June, I wanted to get some use out of some older products, not necessarily just stick to project pan items, and even though this is a real favorite of mine, I wanted to try out some new things. And also, I don't quite feel ready to finish this blush, because if I set my mind to it, I could finish this probably within 3 months, and I don't want this out of my collection just yet, so I decided to get use out of some other things. I am going to keep this in the project for now, but I might switch out another blush for it next time. We'll see. So that one might not actually have very much progress. I'll have to see in the comparison photos when I'm editing. This is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. This one I think I got a lot of use out of this time. For some reason, this grew on me. This one as well, I also removed out of my project for a little bit, and I focused on some other blushes, but I decided to bring it back in, and I was really getting tired of it before. I thought that the shimmer, like the sparkle on my cheeks, was just too much. It was too obvious. But now, I don't know if it's because I'm more tan than I was before, but I think this looks beautiful on the cheeks now. Almost like just a more natural look. Like I used to think it looked very artificial, but for some reason now this looks like much more natural to me, and I do love the shimmer. So I'm really digging this blush, and maybe that's just, you know, I should keep in mind for future, this is much better in the summer or when I have a tan. Moving right along to bronzer. I'm gonna have to look at the comparison photos for this because I feel like I have been so aggressively using this product the past 2 months, and it looks like there's still so much left, which is very frustrating, I will say. So there is. I think I've been liking this better because I am more tanned now, so it's just not as quite like a weird contrast with my skin tone, because I think this just looks better on me when I'm more tan, because it is a bit of a darker color for me. But I've been, you know, aggressively using this. Like I put quite a lot of bronzer on every day, so it's very disappointing that I have so much product left in this NYC matte bronzer in the color Sunny. This used to be a cult classic. And also that is the only bronzer that I've been reaching for. Like I haven't switched out with any other ones like I did with the blushes. Okay, let's talk brows. I've done some real progress. I am very happy about this. You can see, I think this is more than half done, although it's a little bit difficult to tell because there is so much in the corners. And I've even gotten quite a bit of a dip on that cream color there, so I'm thinking one day I will probably rope that into the project pan as well, maybe once I've hit pan on it, but I'm trying to use that one every single day as well, sort of inner corner and then brow bone. Yeah, I'm very happy with the progress that I've made on the brow powder. It is because that is pretty much what I use every single day, so, you know, no surprise there. And I use a lot of product in my brows every single day. Okay. Kind of relatedly in that area, let's talk about my eyelid primer. I do have some good news. So it was from this product. This is the NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick. It was actually a highlight, but I used it as eyelid primer because this is absolutely not a highlight. So I was able to actually scrape that product out in there because I did finish right up to the rim and deposit it in this MAC little paint pot I have. So you can see it there. There is quite a bit left, but I've made good progress at the same time because I do pretty much use this every single day, except when, you know, I want to use a good eyelid primer like today. This is not what I use because this is not effective. I just want to get it out, okay? How many times am I going to say that? Hopefully I will have this done by the next project update, and same with that brow powder. I think I could have both of these done. Okay, one more item I have hit pan on, although I had hit pan on it before, so not too exciting news, but there has definitely been progress on this one. This is a lip balm. I have no idea where I got this. It just says Pampered Spa Lip Balm Strawberry. This is fine. This is just what I use in the mornings before I put my makeup on. I just like to use something, you know, when I'm getting ready. So nothing much to comment on there, but I go like this when I put it on, so I don't know how I'm gonna get into those creases. I don't like using my fingers to touch in there. Some of these things I don't feel like I made great progress on. All those one I've talked about so far I'm pretty happy with, but these upcoming ones, not so much. So last time I included this lip sample. This was the KVD birthday gift. This is in the color Vampira. You can see, I guess there's a little bit of an indent, but I really have not been able to use this that much because I find it just difficult to apply. I can use my pinky finger, but then it doesn't look good. Or I can use a lip brush, but the lip brush I have is like very, very tiny, so then it takes forever to paint on. So it's just a case of inconvenient packaging. I really don't know what to do about this. Let me know if you have ideas, or if you yourself managed to use it up, or you basically just tossed it. I also included a mascara last time. This is the Mega Plush Volume Express in Waterproof from Maybelline, and I think I just included this because I was trying to get more use out of it. There wasn't any really rhyme or reason, but I tend not to reach for this because it is a much lighter look than usual, although I was able to build it up today on my lashes, and I feel like they look pretty good, pretty voluminous, though I associate this with like a much lighter, kind of fluffier look. So I'm happy with it, but yeah, I'll just keep this in for 2 more months and then I'll switch it out for something else, because there's not really any point in including a mascara in a project pan because I can't track my progress at all. And then the last thing that was in my project last time was this deodorant, Stink Bug Patchouli. I don't think I showed you how much I had left last time. Like, I didn't scroll it up all the way, so I'm not really going to be able to compare it, but I feel like I used this a decent amount of time. Can you see that? Not too bad, though there is still a lot left, so I will have to keep working on this. This will probably be in my project pan for the rest of the year, if not longer. It is a bit easier to use, you know, when it's not super hot out, because basically I don't want to wear this outside. Like, it's not going to be good for my armpits because it is a natural deodorant. So when I am planning to go out for the day, I will use a regular deodorant, but when I'm just like around the apartment, this is what I reach for. We'll see how things go in the next couple months. Okay, those are all the products that I had included in my last project pan video, and now I'm going to, of course, add some new things because we have a little bit of space. So this is the Revlon Colorstay 3-in-1 Angled Kajal liner. This is in a green color. Well, it looks kind of greeny teal, but it's more blue, I would say. And I actually just recently opened this, and I was kind of disappointed with how it looked because I was hoping it would be more green and less blue, but it's really more blue and less green, so I don't find that it looks great on my eyes. But before I try to pass this on to someone else, if I'm able, I want to get a little bit more use out of this. So if I use this 10 times in the next couple of months, then I'll be happy with that. I just want to feel like it was worth opening it, because I could have passed this on unopened to someone else and that would have been better, but I really did want to try it out myself. So here I am in this situation. Yeah, I'll insert some pictures of what I look like with this on. I don't think it looks great, but you know, you might feel differently. If you've been counting so far, that was 10 products, but I will include an 11th because I like to have one of the 11 that's kind of more like skincare, which I guess the deodorant kind of is. But yes, the last one, this is to replace that eyeliner that I finished. This is another eyeliner. It is Wet n Wild Color Icon. It's a brown color. It has a little bit of shimmer. I will swatch that for you there. So this is just a nice light brown color. I would prefer it to be a little bit darker, I think, but this is good when I just want to thicken up the lash line a little bit and I'm not looking for anything too dramatic. So this is how much I have used so far. There's a lot left to go, but I use this pretty frequently, so hopefully I'll have some progress by the next time. And that is my project pan video. That is all 11 products. Hopefully by next time I will have at least one empty, but I don't know. With a lot of these products, it'll probably take a lot longer to finish. So I'm trying not to set my expectations too high for next time, and you shouldn't either. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I had some announcements. So just to quickly summarize, I will be heading back to school in the fall to begin my PhD. I think I did mention this in a previous video, but I'm gonna have a couple of very, very busy weeks at the beginning of September. I attend the Toronto International Film Festival every year, and that is basically the busiest point of the year for me. So I'll have that, and I'm starting school and trying to wrap up my current job. I also have a podcast if you're interested. We talk about movies. I will link that down below. But I have everything pre-filmed for YouTube, so hopefully I'll be able to get things up on time. But in case I'm not, I'm just giving you this warning now. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. I have pre-filmed, I think, like the next month's worth of video. So this is the last time I'll be speaking to a camera for like a month. And then I will again in October, I think, if everything goes to plan. But just so you know, fingers crossed I get everything done and ready, because I have zero time during the film festival or the first 2 weeks of school. I will need to have edited my next 3 videos within the next 5 days, which is a little bit ambitious, but fingers crossed I'm able to do it. If you're interested in following me, you can follow my personal Instagram account down below. I will link it. And then of course, as I said, I will be starting a makeup account, although no promises how frequently I'll be able to post in the first couple of weeks of September because of all of that craziness. I'm very excited to start a new school year. If any of you guys are going back to school, let me know down below, and best wishes to you as well. On that note, I will not be moving, so my background will remain the same for the next little while, but I think I am going to be moving in January. So prior to that, you might be able to expect some videos like decluttering and reorganizing kind of stuff, but that's not going to be till a little bit further down the line. So thanks so much for watching this video, and I do finish all of my videos talking about a book that I'm reading, so let's wrap up with that. This is The Remains of the Day by Kajal. Before this video, I had read one of his books. I'd read Never Let Me Go because I'd seen the movie, loved the movie, and so read the book that it was based on. It's just like achingly beautiful and sad, like beautiful in a really tragic way. Highly recommend both the movie and the book. This was also excellent. I think I like the movie Never Let Me Go better than I like the book, but I think I like this book better than I like the Never Let Me Go book. And usually I don't like these kind of like older books that have won a lot of prizes. I've read quite a few Pulitzer Award-winning books in the last little while and haven't necessarily loved all of them, but I thought this was excellent, even though it is a little bit like older. I think this came out in the 80s, and he's just a fascinating writer. I kind of had low expectations for this, I didn't really know what it's about, but it basically takes place over a couple of days. So it is about a butler who's sort of looking back and reflecting on his life, which maybe sounds a little bit boring because it's mostly in his head. I don't know, the way it was told was fascinating, and I kind of am really interested in that kind of era of like Regency era England. This is not Regency era because it takes place in the 20th century, you know, within the last 100 years. But the way that he wrote England and just like traveling through the countryside, it felt very like relaxing and cozy, and I don't know, this was just a very like satisfying book to read. So highly recommend it. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, I will link all of my social medias and my podcast down below. Let me know again if you are heading back to school in the fall, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye!